Luka Mijatovic continues to have crazy fast performances as just a 15-year-old, and that trend was further continued by his swims at the 2024 Junior Pan-Pacific Championships. At these championships, Mijatovic swam to new personal bests in the 200, 400, 800, and 1500 freestyles, all in pretty notable times. Mijatovic's lone national age group record-breaking swim was in the 400 free. Here he swam a 3:49.24 to not only break 350 for the first time, but smash the national age group record in the event. The former nag in the event was Larson Jensen's mark of 350.68, set 22 years ago at Summer Nationals in 2002. Mijatovic took more than a second off of the record that had weathered over 2 decades of swimmers' attempts, and in doing so became the first American in the 15-16 age group to break 350 in the event. But things get really crazy when you remember that Luka is only 15 years old, meaning that he's on the younger side of the 15-16 age group and has plenty of time to break more records. This isn't the first time that we've seen him punch above his weight class when it comes to age. Just before he turned 15 this April, he took one last run at his 500-yard free record and blasted a 4:14.83. Outside of just being stupid fast, that swim was also notable for being faster than the 15-16 record of 4:15.36 held by Drew Kibler. In his other swims at Junior Pan Pacs, he became the third fastest 15-16 American in the 200 free with a 1:47.96, and the fastest American 15-year-old ever. In the 800, Mijatovic maintained his spot as the 5th fastest 15-16-year-old in American history and the fastest 15-year-old as he improved his personal best to 7:56.91. For his final individual swim of the meet, Mijatovic would throw down a 15:15.95 in the 1500 freestyle. That is the 6th fastest swim by a 15-16-year-old and, of course, the fastest swim by a 15-year-old in American history. That swim also once again put eyes on the ridiculous time that holds that age group record, a 15:03.91 from Bobby Hackett in 1976. That is the oldest nag on the books and was what Hackett swam on his way to a silver medal at the 1976 Olympic Games. These performances were all very solid for Mijatovic and served to continue his steady improvement that we've been seeing for some time now. Luka was in numerous headlines last year as well. At the US National Championships when he was still 14, he got to work breaking 13-14 age group records. He reset his own records in the 400 and 800 freestyles, clocking times of 3:53.19 and 8:02.44. However, he was just off of the record in the 1500. His time of 15:32.18 was a massive 15-second personal best for the 14-year-old, but came up just short of Jesse Vassallo's 15:31.03 from 1976. At the time, that was the oldest standing age group record, because apparently Mijatovic has some kind of unspoken beef with 1500 records from 1976. But a little over a month later, Mijatovic was back in action for Junior Nationals. Here, he lowered his 400 and 800 records again, with a 3:52.01 in the 400 and a sizzling 7:59.64 in the 800 to crack that 8-minute barrier. And of course, he finally took down that 1500 record, managing to drop even more time and erase the mark with a 15:27.38. During his time as a swimmer in the 13-14 age group, Mijatovic managed to completely rewrite the record book in that category, and now at these Junior Pan Pacs, he has already started to make his mark with the 15 and 16-year-olds. Mijatovic has been popping some pretty head-turning times for a long time now, and it makes him a super interesting swimmer to watch whenever he's about to compete. He's still only 15, so it's not uncommon to see him fire off a new best time randomly in the year. That's kind of what 15-year-olds do. It feels like his sweet spot at this moment in time is right around the 400 range. As we just saw, that was the 1:15.16 record he was able to break at this meet, and I think his 4:14 in the 500-yard free is one of his craziest swims to date. While it's hard to resist the temptation to make wild predictions about where Luka will land 4 years from now in LA, I'm going to try my best. Yes, he's going to be 19 when those Olympics arrive, which seems like the perfect time for him to become a threat on the international stage if he keeps his current trajectory. But he's not 19 yet. He's still only 15, and I, for one, am not a huge fan of placing these massive expectations on exceedingly fast age group swimmers. So for now, let's just keep the focus on Luka versus the record books, and in time, we can turn it into him versus the world. Which of Luka Mijatovic's swims from the 2024 Junior Pan Pacs do you think was the most impressive? Do you agree with me that it was the 400 free, or do you like another one better? Let me know down below.